My content was recently stolen by a massive YouTuber, somebody who is just shy of 2 million subs. Some of you guys may have noticed that I was posting about it yesterday. I'm not going to name who it is. I'm sure you could figure it out if you really wanted to. And I was really excited at first. Somebody showed it to me at work. It was a coworker of mine who said, "Hey, by the way, I was watching this video and you're featured in it." I had no idea. That video came out over 3 weeks ago. And I never would have known that my video was in there at all if my coworker hadn't stumbled across it. And originally, like I said, I was very excited because that's cool. You know, it's very, very neat to have somebody go, "Wow, I like what you made. I'm going to include it in my own content." And so I made some posts really without watching the clip myself yet, which is 100% my fault. When I got home, I sat down and I watched it and I realized there was no mention of my channel name. No mention of having a TikTok or YouTube. In the video, you can kind of see the TikTok handle, but there's a filter over it. It's small, like it's just not noticeable at all. She doesn't mention it in her own dialogue or script. I am addressed solely as a woman, and that's it. And I was kind of bothered by that because it wasn't like a short couple second clip. It was multiple minutes of a video that I made. And the entire video that was put together relied on videos that other people had made. And I checked the description thinking, well, maybe she just didn't mention it in the video and were mentioned down below. We weren't. Myself and none of the other creators were. And so with all of that information, it became very clear that there was no intention to not only reach out and ask for permission, but to give recognition for content that you are using that is not your own. And it has become apparent that this channel in particular cannot make content without sourcing from other individuals. And the way I see it is if you have 2 million subscribers and you literally cannot have a channel where you make your own independent content without relying on other people's videos, you have an ethical and moral reason to disclose where you are getting those videos from, because you wouldn't have a channel otherwise. And I know some people are going to be like, wow, you're trying to stir the pot, you're trying to make drama, etc. And it's like, I am not the only person who has had this happen to them. And if you literally cannot have a channel without relying on other people and their content, and you are not going to disclose who those individuals are, give credit, link, tag, even send a DM and ask to use the content, you should not have the platform that you have. Because clearly you are not capable of creating things completely on your own. If I had been sent a DM and somebody had asked me, "Hey, can we use this video?" I'm going to say yes, right? I don't really care. All I'm going to ask is that you either say my name, you tag me, something to link back to the fact that I was the original creator of that video. And part of the reason this bothers me is because I work 40+ hour weeks in a job that is emotionally, mentally, and physically stressful and very demanding. There's days where I don't want to make content. It is very much a second job for me, and yet I make it anyways. And to have somebody use what I have put literal sweat into and then not even have the decency to say, "Hey, this is who made it and this is where I got it from," bothers me a lot, because you are robbing smaller creators so that you can get your own paycheck and you can have content creation as a full-time job. Most people can't do that. Most people who are making content work full-time. So yeah, I originally was excited, and then when I really thought about it, I was like, this is really shitty. This should not be happening. So I am bothered by it. I don't think that it's appropriate. I don't think that it's ethical, and I don't think it's moral at all. So I hope that other people can recognize this, and if this is a channel that you are familiar with, maybe encourage them politely. Do not attack them. Do not belittle them. Don't do anything like that. And just say, "Hey, this is something that you might want to do." Because honestly, I want to say it's a mistake of the mind and not the heart. I don't believe that she was intentionally trying to deceive people or intentionally trying to screw other people over. I think she probably just genuinely hasn't thought of it. So that's my take on that. I'm a little bit bummed out about it, to be honest, because I legitimately would not have known this was a thing without the luck and the circumstances of a coworker happening to see that my content was used. And I know it's like, well, you're on the internet, people are going to do that. And it's like, yes, that's true. But when it's somebody who has such a large platform and such a large following, who can't make content without relying on other people, like, that's different. It's different than Joe Schmo, who has 300 subscribers, who's making commentary videos, etc. Like, there's just a big difference there.